For fans of the Alien franchise, the brand new Alien Earth series debuted this week on FX and Hulu, and it's going to be a Tuesday release going forward. And after watching the first 2 episodes of this show, I'm a fan of the Alien franchise. I've got to say, I was a pretty big fan of what they did in this show and the direction that they are going in the future. The show starts off immediately resembling the original Alien in terms of the entire production design of the ship, from the hibernation pods to the kitchen that they're in to Mother's computer room. So credit to Noah Hawley, the showrunner for this show, for absolutely nailing the design of this ship. The show starts off with the same doomed fate as the original Alien movie, except this time, to add freshness to the show, they have different alien species on board, which was the mission of this entire ship, was to go collect different alien species from out of space. Chaos then ensues, and then the ship eventually crash lands on Earth in a city called Prodigy City, which then, adding new lore to the Alien franchise, introduces the idea that there's actually 5 companies that essentially govern and run Earth, not just Weyland Company. Prodigy being one of the 5 companies with Weyland that they highlight throughout the first 2 episodes. The show also gives you exact definitions at the beginning of the show of these new AIs and robots that are sprinkled throughout this show. The 3 being cyborgs, who are cybernetically enhanced humans, synths, who I believe are the exact same android human AI types that are in the original Alien movies, which are just synthetic beings powered by AI, and hybrids, who are synthetic beings that had human consciousness transferred to them. The show then sprinkles throughout the age-old question, the sci-fi question of what makes a human a human. Very similar to concepts tackled in Ex Machina and the Blade Runner movies. Character and plot-wise, a lot of the first 2 episodes revolves around these hybrids and the cyborg introduced. And Wendy, the main hybrid, is the essential pushback on that question, because she has the consciousness of a human in her synthetic body, and she's obviously dealing with memories from her past life throughout this show, and it kind of guides her progression in her interactions with characters throughout the first 2 episodes. In terms of the new alien species, I thought this was a really fresh direction to take. I thought this was really smart. I think this franchise has actually done a pretty good job of trying to introduce new concepts along the way, even if some necessarily haven't landed as well as others. So this show takes the route of introducing brand new alien species, not just the main xenomorph we've come to know. And with these new species come pretty terrifying new designs and concepts around them. The show even graphically shows some of their new horrifying traits. So depending on what types of animals or bugs freak you out in the main world today, some of the designs and looks of these new species could probably freak you out and add to the horror element of this show for you. It definitely did for me for one of the species. But overall, as a fan of the Alien franchise, I think this show did a pretty good job with these first 2 episodes. Again, kudos to Noah Hawley for nailing the production design of the original Alien ship. Love the introduction of new alien species. Love that they're tackling the age-old sci-fi question of what is human. I'd probably give the first 2 episodes an 8 out of 10, and I'm definitely tuning in every Tuesday to see where this show goes from here on out.